Hey everyone, it's the Mage, and today I'm going to be reviewing Iron Fist and Luke Cage, their 85 years anniversary box set. As soon as I saw they announced a modern Luke Cage, I just thought I've got to get this box set. Let's have a look at the figures, let's see how good they are, and hopefully they live up to the standard that we're all hoping for. If you like the video, leave me a comment, subscribe, click the like button, anything you can do to help me get this channel off the ground. I really want to continue doing this, and I really want to share my hobby with everybody and just discuss with people who have the same interests as myself. So let's go. Let's start off with the big man himself, Luke Cage. So I actually bought this set purely just for Luke Cage. I've wanted a modern Luke Cage on an updated book for so long, and he is awesome. I mean, yeah, he is exactly what I wanted from an action figure. Not so interesting story. The first time I actually ever heard of Luke Cage when I was a young boy, and I was reading the letter pages in a comic because I used to do that. That's how much of a geek I am. And one of the letters was saying, yeah, when's Luke Cage going to join Spider-Man for a fight? And I thought, Luke Cage, he sounds cool. For some reason, I had this impression that he was this long shot looking guy with flowing blonde hair. So you can imagine my surprise when I saw him for the first time. But it doesn't matter because Luke Cage is frigging awesome. I mean, I've been a fan of this character fully. I started reading New Avengers, the Bendis run. I would say it's about the early 2010s, maybe late 2000 noughts, if that's what you call them. And he was like the team leader. It was just after the Civil War. And I just thought, yeah, this guy's awesome. Like, he's got no nonsense. He's got pretty cool power set. Yeah, it's super strength, but he's also bulletproof. I mean, how cool is that? Always one of my go-tos for the Ultimate Alliance games. So yeah, big fan of Luke Cage, and I've wanted to add a modern Luke Cage to my collection for a long time. So I was so happy when this set got announced. So let's take a look at him. I mean, first of all, the head sculpts. That is pretty good. I have to say, Hasbro have really upped the game with the head sculpts as of late. And this guy just looks awesome. I mean, look at him looking into the camera. Kind of mean, kind of, I don't care about your attitude. Just give me my money. Pay me. I'm a hero for hire. Very nice. Good articulation. I mean, he can look left, he can look right, he can look down at his foes, and he can look up. So yeah, pretty good on the head sculpt. And then Luke Cage is meant to be jacked. He is jacked. I mean, look at his, I forget what part of the back you call that, from a guy called the Muscle Mage. But I mean, look at that. I mean, he is sculpted. He is awesome. He really is. And you know what I actually love about this figure is he's not just got a t-shirt painted on him. You know, you can tell it's like a layer on top of him. You can see underneath there that it's like a second part of him. You know, he's wearing his famous yellow t-shirt. The Luke Cage I knew from the New Avengers, he wore black most of the time, but I guess yellow is more iconic for Luke Cage, hence why they went with the yellow. I mean, look at the guy's guns. As you can see, I've already changed the hands to his fist. We'll look at those in a minute. But yeah, this guy is just beef. He is pure beef. Very cool. Very cool. Articulation, I mean, he's got the butterfly joints there. Obviously, he's got your elbow swivels, and he's got his hands go all the way around. I mean, there's a pose that I saw actually someone else do where he's just cocking his hand back. Got it there, and he's just ready to wallop you on. It's very cool. Do like it. And then you got the little cage buckle there. I have to say, you know, even on camera, that looks very smooth, very almost high def to a degree. And then he's got his jeans on as well. Very well sculpted again. You know, it's not just painted on trousers. He's wearing jeans. He's got some good articulation on his legs. Yeah, look at that. Stamp on the guy. Yeah. So I did buy the pack for this figure, as I said. But as you see later on, when we talk about Iron Fist, I'm actually having more fun with him. But this is still a great figure. I mean, he just looks like he stepped out the comics. He's just fantastic. I'm so happy with this set. I'm so glad I brought it. Oh, look, he's even got a bit of detail in his shoes as well. Obviously, that's his serial number, not that one. Maybe this one's a bit better. Sorry, a bit close to the camera there. Oh, man, he's got his treads and everything. He is prepped. Very cool. Very cool figure. Just looks great. Exactly what you want a Luke Cage figure to be. I know the retro one came out recently. Was it the Mindless Wave? Mindless One Wave, should I say. And it just didn't really do anything for me, you know? The lack of the angry head for that figure is what put me off. And I'm not a big fan of the retro Luke Cage. Speaking of angry head, let's give it a go. Yeah, the retro Luke Cage, I like the modern one. This is what I want. Oh, look at that. So, even though I've had these figures out of the box for like a week now, I've not yet put this angry head on Luke Cage. And oh man, that is awesome. Talk about, look, detail on that was good. But that's amazing. That is just pure, I mean, that is anger. Let's see if we can get him a bit posing. He is pissed off. Yeah, look at that. And then Iron Fist in the background, like, Luke, man, just chill. You know, it's zen. So yeah. It also comes with 2 alternate hands. We got a fist. Oh no, is it a fist? No, it's grip and you can grab something. Ooh. Didn't realise that. As I said, I've not changed this hand yet. I've kept it as, I've obviously changed this because the figure came with this hand in the slot. So, but I love the knuckle dusters. You know, they just look cool. Imagine him, I'm just thinking of, you all ever seen Dave Chappelle? Rick James? He hits Charlie Murphy so hard, he has a unity imprinted on his head. I'm just imagining Luke Cage just walloping. Who's the Luke Cage enemy? I mean, I would say Willie Stryker. You know, he's probably the only one I can think of right now. And him just having Cage imprinted on his head. I mean, look at that. Awesome. Really fantastic figure. I mean, like I said, the articulation is great. He looks like he's just stepped out of the comics. And just a fun figure to pose. Saying that, I've not done as much with him as I have with Iron Fist. But he's perfect for the collection. I actually can't wait to get him displayed with the rest of my figures. So yeah, that's Luke Cage. If I had to give it a rating, you know what, I'm not going to do an out of 10 rating on these videos. I'm just going to do a must buy, wait for sale, don't buy, something like that. And I'll review it at the end of the video, you know. No point doing individual figures in a 2-pack. So, that's Luke Cage. But fantastic figure. Absolutely love it. I mean, again, just look at the detail on him. This guy is ready to mess people up. I really like this angry head. As I said, I've had the chilled out head on him since I brought the pack. But that is just, yeah, that's staying on. That's staying on. I have an idea for a photo shoot with both Iron Fist and Luke Cage against another opponent, and that is getting a lot of usage. So, that's Cage done. Let's have a look at Iron Fist. So, as I said, I bought this pack mainly for Luke Cage. I really have a little interest in Iron Fist, but, oh, he's a bit blurry. Let's get him back a little bit. There we go. He's in focus now. I mean, looking at this, he looks awesome. He looks awesome. I absolutely love this figure. I brought the pack, one in Cage, but as I'm a bit of a nerd collector, if I have a box set, I can't sell one of the figures in the box set. I have to keep it. I just can't, because I keep the boxes, you see. Even though I take them out, I like to keep the boxes. But this figure, oh man, he's fantastic. So I did a little photo shoot with him last week with Sabretooth, the Apocalypse Wave Sabretooth. And I had so much fun. I did some fantastic figures. Anyway, how did I learn about Iron Fist for the first time? So, when my younger brother, who's about 9 years younger than me, was younger, he used to collect the Toy Biz Marvel Legends. And I used to buy them him because he was like a kid and I was an adult. And he completed the Apocalypse Wave, and Iron Fist was in that Apocalypse Wave. And I never heard of Iron Fist. Truth be told, never heard of him. But he needed him to complete the wave, and that Apocalypse Bath was bloody awesome. And that was how I first learned about Iron Fist. And then he also joined the New Avengers, the one that I was mentioning earlier, where Luke Cage was the leader. And again, I don't really know lots about him. I've read a few of his like individual comics, but he's never a hero I've ever been mad on, you know. And I didn't watch the show. I heard bad things about the show, so I just decided not to. But yeah, this figure rocks. Okay, let's go to the head first of all. I mean, look at the definition on his face, his cheekbones, his jawline. I really like, you can see his hair underneath. I remember the Toy Biz one didn't have that. It may be on the whole Hasbro ones, but this is my first Iron Fist as a Hasbro figurine. But he's just great. I mean, again, very good articulation. He's got karate chop in action. Bit of Buzz Lightyear for you there. But I think this is the Renew Your Vow book. Oh, it's got the toe articulation, so I'm going to guess it is. I don't really do a lot of research before I'm going to do these videos. I like to just wing it. You probably guessed that by my hectic style. But yeah, he's just so fun to pose. I've had so much fun with him, and I really like this figure. Like I said, bought the pack. I mean, I've said it about 5 times now. Bought the pack for Cage. But I prefer the Iron Fist. He is just great. And look how much accessories he comes with. We've got this alternate head, and we'll look at this in a bit more detail on the body in a moment. But I mean, again, the detail, the head sculpt on Hasbro's work lately is just absolutely fantastic. We will put that on in a moment and have a bit of fun with it. But yeah, I mean, he just looks real almost, you know? It's a guy in a costume with a weird ab line. But yeah, he's just great. I don't know what else to say. I just really, really like the figure. He's just so fun to pose, and he's got full-on articulation. And then you've got all these different, I mean, I think these effects came with Pyro as well. I mean, they could have come with a bunch of other figures, but Pyro's the only one I can think of right now. But he is Iron Fist, so he needs to have an Iron Fist. I did like this little pose I did earlier, a bit of Neo style. Just look at that. And I can make a stand. Come on, Danny, don't do this to me. I mean, that is just such a simple pose, and to some people that might be very basic, but to me, I love it. I absolutely love it. Give him a flight stand, and he can do some wild stuff. I actually did this really cool pose with him, doing my photo shoot with Sabretooth, and now I'm going to try and do it on camera. It's not going to work, is it? But let's give it a go. Come on, Danny. We got this. We got this. Move them out the way. I mean, to be fair, that doesn't look as good as the one that I did when he was fighting Sabretooth. I kind of had Sabretooth in like a... Let's have it that way, actually, so we can see his angry face. Maybe we have him crouched. Nah, it doesn't look as good as I did with Sabretooth. But I mean, look at that. I mean, that is not moving. That is just gonna stay there. Maybe if we can just make him look a bit more like that. Ooh. Ta-da! Okay, maybe not as good. But you get what I'm saying. You could, with a bit more time, you could easily have this guy posing doing a handstand. And he stands, you know. Let's look at his accessories. So let's look at the other head sculpt. I mean, like I said again, this head sculpt is brilliant. Even though it's just a very basic face, the definition and the detail is just next level. I recently got the Cable figure, which I'm sure everyone... Oh, I have to say, it's very difficult to take off. The Cable figure, sorry, in the Zabu wave. And the detail on that figure and his head sculpt, it's just amazing. It's probably the best head sculpt they've ever done. Oh, wow, that's a tough one to put on. There we go. Oh, Danny, why are you so angry? Who has upset you? Was it Colleen? Has she not made your ramen noodles or whatever it is you like to eat in Kunlun? He's quite an interesting character, you know, Iron Fist. Oh, mystical and, yeah, very cool. But yeah, if we could, let's give the Iron Fist an Iron Fist, you know? And then, oh, we can get him on there. Maybe we can get him. Wow. Yeah, I'm not very good at posing, to be fair. I have to have a bit of time to do it. But yeah, the Iron Fist. Should he have Iron Fists? I don't know about the character to know if he fists them both or just the one. Either way, I'm sure people can do that. But yeah, he's fantastic. He is absolutely fantastic. Great figure. Really good. I can't knock him. So for the two of them in one pack, look how angry they are. Someone who's going to get their head kicked in. Daniel Bryan style. Look, this is a must buy. If you like Marvel, if you collect Marvel Legends, you've got to get this pack. It is just phenomenal. I love it. I absolutely love it. So far, it's my buy of the year. I haven't really bought a lot of Marvel Legends this year so far. I've got a few pre-orders and I'll be doing videos of those. But this, for me, is just, yeah, just awesome. Really, really like it. A must buy. If you have any inkling on getting it, I'd say get it. Don't wait for the sale. Well worth the money. Anyway, that was all for my very first review. Obviously, this is a bit of a test, if anything. So if you've made it this far, then thank you so much for taking the time to watch my full video. I will be doing more. I will be doing a bit of retro figures as well as new upcoming releases. And if you just like the content and you want to see a bit more reviews, please subscribe, give me a like. Give me some constructive feedback. What went well, what didn't go well. I'd really like to get a bit of feedback from people. And yeah, thanks very much for watching the video. Speak to you all soon. This is the Mage, signing out.